baby. Don't yell at me. I'm small.
Don't yell at me. I'm tiny. I'm small. I'm so small.
I'm so small and so petite and so little. I'm gonna go upstairs, so...
Wow.
I'll be right back.
Fair enough.
I'm taking my headset with me.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't worry about it.
Not just a little goblin. That's Rachel. Though I don't know how tall she is. She's about 5 feet. Maybe a little higher. Give or take. You know what? I just realized I don't think she ever actually looked at what gift she got. So here's the thing. I'm like 5'9"-ish. I don't... Like, I genuinely think I've gotten shorter over time. Because I think, like, my fat body has compressed me as a result of how I sit. And no, I know you do get shorter literally as you get older, but I'm just like, I wonder if, like, by 32, I have already compressed my spine. The only way to know is if I meet Nick again, because Nick and I were the same height. And I say that jokingly, but also, like, it's a little serious. Dude, I'm doing bad right now. I need you to die, please. There we go. Get me out of here. Let me out of here. Let me out. Ooh, bulwark. But HP increase. Let's see how high we can get our HP going. Ooh. Straight mystery path. Let's see if we can't manage a straight mystery path. Reach a clearing with a strange amount of crows circling above it. Oh no, we actually have gone into into her stream. There's a strange amount of crows. I don't really want more pebbles, though. So we'll remove a random orb. They left me money! Man, I wish people would leave me money. That'd be nice. I remember when Twitch used to give me money. Remember when people used to donate people bits and, like, actual cash? That was cool. Oh, cool. Duplicate an orb? Yeah, alright. I'm mostly kidding. I always felt bad whenever people gave me money, because I was like, you don't need to. I don't do anything. I'll watch you for free. That's all I ask for, honestly. I'm not gonna sit there and tell people that they need to be doing anything else. Every 4 question mark nodes, there will be a chest and a chance for rare relics increased. Alright, cool. Fucking... Let's try it out, man. I wonder if those apply retroactively or not. Also, excuse you, I'm a goop man. I'm actually, like, far too old to be called a boy at this point. Eventually, I'm gonna age out completely. Everybody will just look at me and they'll go, look at this old man, look at this wretched creature. Look at this wrinkled husk. 1, DSP-itis. 2, I feel bad Misty has given me 5 gifted subs, but I also think it'd be funny if Misty rounded it with a 6 for the new badge. I want to get actual, like, art done for those, but I have no idea. You know? Like your head convulsing as you say wrinkled husk. It's honestly pretty strong, rather. Duplicate all orbs. Duplicate a random orb. I don't want to duplicate any orbs. Well, you know what? It duplicated the Dag Orb, which is, I guess, all I can ask for. The Dag Orb's games has been duplicated. Here's the thing. I really want to get new Noid art done. But I genuinely don't know what outfit that I kind of want to go for. Because, like, on the one hand, we had the classic, right? And everybody's kind of done their take on the classic. But I'm just kind of like... Do I stick to the classic, or do we get, like a nice coat in there? Do we get a vest? I'm a big fan of vests. I like the cute, goopier outfits. I mean, all the outfits are, like, the same so far. We don't really have a lot of different outfits. The cuter Noids are nicer, however. When are you gonna get a naked one? It's really funny that you say that. Because the first drawing that was ever made of Noid was, like, waist up only, completely naked, gray skin. Blank face, like a Slenderman face. And then the smiley face was like a mask floating in front of it, like some sort of fucking Jujutsu Kaisen curse monster. Everybody just draws it their own unique way, and that's, like, the best way that I like it. God, I've seen that. You have not seen that. You have seen the, first version with clothing that was drawn. The original version that was drawn was lost in, like, 2000 fucking something. Because it was when I was 17. So I think I lost that one by the time I was about 19. I do actually feel a little bad that I've lost that version, because it's like the only thing that I would have had continuing of the person that I now no longer speak to. And it's like, man. But you know what? I still got memories of fucking JoJo, and still have a couple of other drawings that they've done. It's Noid's story, Move Over Maple story. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But, yeah, no, like, the original one was unclothed for some reason. And I think it was because it was meant to be, like, a mental projection made manifest. It was not meant to be, like, a real dude, so there was no need for clothing to be an inherent part of the character design. And that's why when I was like, here you go, Rachel, you're gonna draw this guy, do a drawing of them as, you know, however you see fit. And then they became like a weird darkness creature man, and then it became a weird goopy man. The beauty of Noid is it can be many a thing. It's not an actual specific being. Whenever I hear people talk about what they were doing in the internet forever ago, I remember I was also there in the internet doing completely different things, and I suddenly get this sense of scale, etc. It's trippy. Yeah, I mean, I always just assume that everybody that I interact with is just a complicated, you know, user interface program until I actually meet them in some meaningful way. Because I just have a really hard time actually acknowledging people as real living beings with autonomy outside of the existence centered around my life. Nobody's real, not even me. I don't know if I buy into simulation theory. But I also think that if simulation theory is true, the simulation is so advanced that I don't see a fundamental difference. Would you please die faster? Not simulation, I don't know what I'd call it, but I'm better than that. I mean, there's also always solipsism, you know? The idea that nothing outside of your own head is real, and that everything that exists is a fabrication of the mind, essentially existing as an elder god dreaming reality into existence. Because nothing that you can perceive of other people is true to your experience, so you have no way to prove that it's actually real. That's too selfish, I'll pass on that too. I'm closer to that one, honestly. I know it's not right. Like, I know it's not an accurate assessment of existence. Dude, I'm fucking losing it over here. What do you mean this thing is trapped down in the corner? There we go. Reload hates you? It does. Peg? True, we are pegging right now. Dude, these bounces are doing me dirty. Like, for real. I almost feel bad. Nah, we just need, like, one good ball. That's all we need. We need, like, one good ball. One good ball makes all the difference. That might be the good ball. Alright. Whenever you reload, gain 2 balance. Or, sorry, balance. Additional reloads are nice, but I think I want the balance. You ever done one ball only? I have not, but I think that's just really hard to do, actually. Like, I think it's just difficult to, you know, unburden yourself of that many orbs. You can get the ones where it's like, discard all balls, and I'm like, that seems like a mistake. Contribute to damage 3 times. Yeah, alright. Excuse me. I apologize. There we go. That's better. You've slayed your Spire, right? I mean, I'm really bad at Slay the Spire on camera, but off camera, I'm good enough to get to, like, Ascension 10.
I am back.
Welcome back.
I went upstairs. Was like, oh fuck, I forgot my headset.
Okay.
My headset. Came back upstairs. Went, oh fuck, I forgot my laptop. Because I worked from home today, so my laptop is downstairs.
Yep.
But I'm here.
Welcome back. Just wanted to mention my friend recently bought it and has been non-stop sending me clips of her playing. I love when people get into it. Oh yeah, no, Slay the Spire. So I was talking about it recently, actually. I had to delete Slay the Spire from my computer because it is making my computer unplayable. Like, I might literally buy Slay the Spire 2 just because I want to play Slay the Spire, but Slay the Spire 1 is almost crashing my computer randomly some days. And it is a known issue. So.
I'm in chat, so I can see.
I was joking about that with Tilfin recently, actually.
What?
Apollo showed up to a stream, but was like, hey, I don't have access to my main account. This is one of my other ones. And then Tilfin was like, I think you have the most, like, alternate accounts of any person that I know that isn't a Banivator.
No, me.
And then I said, Rachel has so many accounts that she signed up for over the years, which is even more funny given the fact that for like 7 years she didn't spend a single time in chat.
Mm-hmm.
like making alts to do nothing with.
Well, because what would happen is I would forget the email and the password that I signed up with, so I would have to make another one. Because I'm a crazy person and I have many emails.
Well, also, you would make them, and then they would just be, like, jokes about a thing that I'd said that stream.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you'd set up one that was just a meme, and I'm like, what the fuck is that name? And then it was you laughing. I have 10 emails? That's reasonable. I had a ton of emails, and then I stopped using all of the spares, and now Google has deleted all of them. So, rest in peace.
Beans is being extra cuddly today.
Gotta love when cats are cuddly. I'm gonna die. I shouldn't be playing on, like, difficulty 10, man.
I mean, she was cuddly last night, too, from the... I mean, it felt like she was constantly...
They were
like, last
right
night
up
and the night
against
before.
you, like, the last 2 nights, yeah.
It's been really cute.
I wish Big Corpus actually deleted my data. I'd like to start over. Here's the thing. I wish that you could, like with, what's it called? The Internet Archive. If you request a webpage that's about you to be removed, they'll do it. I'm okay with this death. This was a fucked up run. We're gonna just keep trying on normal Peglin, though. But, like... I do wish that you could just send a thing and be like, hey, I can provide you with my name, my birth date. I don't necessarily remember the exact email or whatever, but I can provide you with any details that you would need for me to get this account removed on certain things that you've forgotten and stuff. And most places are just going to tell you to fuck off. Attacks apply 4 darkness to abilities. Let's go. We're going to try and blind everybody. And it's not even just from, like, me. I think that, like, when a person dies, their family should be able to request that stuff gets taken down, you know? Like, I'm sure somebody would misuse this. Wow, that just missed the one thing that I wanted it to hit, huh? But, still. I was a different person even as of last year. I can't exist knowing stuff I did a decade ago is still there. Yeah, I mean, at some point you just kind of go like, yeah, that was me then, right? Like, people back in the 80s didn't have to live with the cringe that they did when they were fucking 15, haunting them forever. It's unfair to judge people based on that stuff. It's one of the reasons why, like, I give, like, a one-tick leniency to a lot of things. Because I know a lot of people that have said some really heinous, stupid shit because they were young. You know? And it's like...
Literally, when I was young, I quite literally was a homophobic, racist piece of shit.
And you were raised in that environment, so it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It's like you can't hold everybody's feet to the fire.
And then I turned 16 and went, wait a minute. This is wrong. This is bad. Why are we doing this?
I think, like, a really great example of this is, like, the James Gunn getting fired by Disney thing. Because he had like a joke that was like mildly inappropriate. And, you know, like it was one of those things where it's like, it's inappropriate now, but like 15 years ago it wouldn't have been, kind of thing. And then he was just like, yeah, that was years ago, I'm sorry. And then Disney was like, oh, everybody forgave him? We've never had that happen before. And it's like, yeah, well, because James Gunn spent the last, like, decade showing that he's, like, a really nice guy to everybody. Like, maybe there's some secret horrible shit that's buried under there, but it wasn't his tweets, that's for sure. Raised by a TERF and totally, definitely not homophobe. I don't know how I turned out this way, but my early years I was incredibly transphobic. I mean, turn out the way that you are in spite of the situation that you're raised in a lot of the time.
Yeah, again, hello, same. You know.
Cheap viewers. Banned.
My parents literally sent me to Pray the Gay Away camp.
It's so funny though, because they sent you to like the least effective version.
Yeah, because it's like, we're gonna house all of these queer women with each other, and I was like, oh no, you're housing a bunch of 15-year-olds?
The horniest group of people on the planet. Like,
yeah, it's like you're housing a bunch of 15-year-old queer women together and a bunch of 15-year-old queer men together. What the fuck you think is gonna happen?
Like, I think about that a lot because it's like there's conversion therapy camps where they literally like electrocute you.
We weren't well, okay. So they put a TENS unit on us and they would show us videos of women kissing.
Yeah.
And they would track our heartbeat. And if our heartbeat went up while watching the women kissing, they would turn the TENS unit up.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's so funny that they're just like, hey, we're gonna try and negatively induce, like, a reaction to this. And I'm like, that's not gonna work. That's just gonna make a bunch of people, like, attracted to pain.
All it did was turn me into a masochist. So it's like, hey, I still talk to the fucking, the girl that I was bunked with. Her fucking name's Miranda.
Mother Miranda!
She is currently married to a lovely woman, and they have adopted 2 children. But yeah, it's like, hey, apparently that conversion therapy didn't work on either of us, dude.
It's because conversion therapy doesn't actually work. You're just traumatizing somebody into believing something that they don't.
Yeah, now whenever I see 2 women kissing, I'm like, God, I want them to hit me. Like, that's all that did, is give me a weird fucking complex.
Which might have already been in there already, because, like, let's be honest. If it wasn't something that you didn't enjoy beforehand, you probably aren't gonna keep enjoying it afterwards.
Do you wanna go under the bankies?
Famous detransitioner Maya poet speaks on conversion therapy. Well, I didn't, well. It's just like, it's one of the dumbest things that I know exists. Also, speaking of dumb things, I saw that, like, the Canadian failed attempt at Prime Minister was like, oh man, you know what? Nobody's listening to me. You know what I should do? Go on Joe Rogan. And I'm like, guys, like, you know that not, like, a lot of Canadians are, like, super huge on that guy. Also, like, Polyev sucks Canadian? Anyway. I doubt this extremely. Just statistically unlikely.
Or do you just live in a large city with trains?
Or a country that doesn't particularly have a problem with public transit.
Yeah.
Because there are other countries in the world.
I'm trying to think of countries that are there.
I'm gonna hit you with something here that might surprise you.
Are you U.S. or Canada or other?
You can also just give, like, a vague allusion to the location.
I don't want to know the city. Yeah, I also wish.
Other. Okay, I'm trapped in hell right now. I need to say this. Get me the fuck out.
Oh, so, you know my old roommate, Megan, in the situation that she's going through? So she went out and you know how she used to have, like, super, super long hair that was kind of, like, scraggly and she wasn't really taking care of it? She chopped it all off.
I wouldn't say that I'd ever seen it super long.
Her hair was, like, down to her hip bones.
Okay, you never let me see it past that point. I remember when her hair was shorter.
And it's down past her hip bones, and so she got it cut off to the shoulders.
Yeah, you don't need to say where you're from in public. That's fine.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if you were American or not. Then I remember you saying that, like, you lived in a large city. With public transportation.
I mean, the U.S. has cities with public transit.
Yeah, but they're not great.
I would say that some of your cities have good public transit. Like New York, San Francisco.
Yeah, like, the big 4 have good public transportation, but, like, when you get to, like, Rochester and it's like, you want to take the bus, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
I am.
Right now? Really?
I go to Salem. I'm actually going, well, not Salem, New York. I'm going to Salem, Massachusetts. In 2 months.
Excuse me? I'm on fire?
I go every year. Salem. If you're talking about Salem, New York, never been. Salem, Massachusetts, I go so much. I love it there.
What about Salem, Oregon?
Only the one in Massachusetts, the witchy one. I strictly go there for the witch vibes.
Yeah, Salem multiple sclerosis, that's correct.
I think MS is no, because Mississippi is MI, I think. I don't know. I'm American. They never taught us that shit.
Tilfin did have a moment of not knowing where a certain area was located in the US that is, like, one of the most commonly known things, and then a person in his chat was like, yeah, no, it is actually located there. And him being like, oh, okay, cool, thanks, Polish guy that knows more about my geography than me.
Okay, first off, though, America is so big.
It really is, yeah.
It's almost too big. So it's like, if anyone asks me anything, I'm like, I can kind of tell you most of the coast, and, like, that's it. It's like, I know the East Coast, and then I know, like, California, and that's about the extent of my knowledge.
It's mostly all you need, honestly. It's like sitting there and being like, well, I know about, you know, fucking Italy and France and Spain and Great Britain and, you know, these adjacent areas, and then somebody will just be like, hey, but do you know about this niche European country? And it's like, no, I didn't actually. Unfortunately, when places balkanize, you get a lot of area. Dude, that respawn is in, like, the worst place, and I hate it. I hate it so very, very much. Sectioning off America right now would just result in that movie Civil War that came out that said absolutely nothing.
I really feel like I need to draw a picture of Bit just with orange. Considering oranges that I consume.
I need to draw my character with a bunch of oranges, because I consume oranges. Dude, I'm gonna fucking die to a stump.
Every time I'm like, I'm gonna go get water, Telfin's like, are you sure it's not gonna be an orange?
It is often an orange. One time it was a cupcake that was an orange.
Like, I have taste.
It's your fault that you're making poor decisions with your life. Okay, I would like to not die, but I'm actually going to die, like, immediately. Playing on difficulty 10 might be stupid. Like, it's like, why am I doing Ascension 10?
Is difficulty 10 the hardest difficulty?
No, God no. Not at all. It gets progressively harder every time that you beat the game. I'm just not very good at Peglin because I don't play a lot of Peglin, so I don't know how all the movements work and how all the balls interact, you know?
Interact with your balls.
I mean, I would appreciate this, in fact. We'll take the extra HP. I love the, like, smiley face, sad face.
Tyler is often not nice to me. I say jokingly.
I mean, I'm not nice, but I am not, like, mean either, if that makes sense. But also, like, we literally actively yell at one another during streams quite often. It's just, it's the phrase, it's like an old married couple, but, like, made manifest, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. If anything, that's a good dynamic to have.
My kidney really hurts.
Just say you're evil spirit / dreamer / whatever else you believe, solipsist. I'm not really a solipsist. I think that that's an irrational belief to hold. I just also have a hard time rationalizing that everybody else has a full and complete life outside of me. Not from like a narcissistic, everything has to revolve around me, but because it's like, I just genuinely don't understand how other people think. I do from a textbook standpoint, but I don't from like a interpersonal standpoint. Ironically enough, I think that's one of the reasons why I was like okay doing counseling courses. Because it's like I have a deep interest in understanding another individual from their perspective. Even if I know that like I can't personally relate, I can at least look at this objectively. There's people who talk to you who then at random points in their day touch themselves. Isn't the world awesome? Not sure how I think about that one.
I was gonna say something, but I'm like, I don't know if I can.
I'm sure it would not be nearly the worst thing that you've ever said.
That's just a daily occurrence for me.
I would say that's a pretty normal thing for a lot of people, yeah. Won't you say it for me? I mean, I already beat you to it. If Misty was here, your point would be completely corroborated with the most recent time Misty jerked off. True.
Yeah, because he always goes like, yeah, I did that yesterday.
That is, like, the most evident thing of, like, Misty being on the autism spectrum. Is just the, like, complete unneeded information, but we all just go like, yeah, it's normal. Like, this is fine.
It's Misty.
Yeah, like, it's like knowing that Dragon exists. And that they'll just be like, anyway, I'll be back in like 25 minutes.
The fact that Dragon's a woman just surprised the fuck out of me. And the fact that we share a birthday.
I can't believe he says that shit. Some people just don't feel shame about it. And like, I don't like feel shame about it, but I just don't feel the need to ever advertise that sort of thing. Flying enemies are attacked horizontally and take 1.5x damage. Okay. I remember when you were all talking about what you used to clean up your cum after jerking off. I still can't believe that was broadcasted publicly. That's, like, listen, if you've ever watched a single Northern Lion stream, that's, like, every 6 or 7 episodes. It's
so why is it just a tissue and then you go wash?
Well, some people use, like, socks. Some people use other clothing. Some people... There was one story that NL told about a guy who would take a cup out of the, like, shared cupboard and then keep it in his room for, like, a week and just jerk off into the cup. And then he would walk out and clean it, and they were all like, we have such a problem with you doing this. And he would just not stop doing it.
Nothing as gross as the guy who had the
use
cum
tissues
box.
and throw them in the trash. That's the simplest way, yeah. That is what most people do. The box is really bad, though. Dude, the snowball's so tiny. Oh my god.
It's the same thing like when women don't clean their toys. Like, you have to clean that shit. It's gonna get gross.
That's worse, arguably, because it's a surface for bacteria to grow that then is going to be inserted. Whereas, for a guy, it's like, let's say it's the box, right? The worst thing that you can think about for this sort of thing. The box is, at the end of the day, just a box that can then be thrown out. Whereas if you're doing that,
but the issue is the guy never threw the box
that's
out,
the problem.
so it grew its own life
Yes,
forms.
that is the problem. But I'm saying, like, that's an easy solution. Whereas with the not washing the toy, if you don't do that, you could die. Like, unironically, you could die.
You're not gonna die.
If you get a bad enough infection.
Okay, hold on. That's not how the vagina works. You're gonna get an infection. It's gonna be BV. You're going to be so uncomfortable. As someone who has had BV before, you're going to be so uncomfortable and want to know what the fuck is wrong with you. You're then going to go to the doctor because you're like, I'm willing to go into crippling debt to fix the sensation going on with my vagina. And then they give you a pill and then it goes away.
I think you're giving too much credit to certain people in the world.
I've never heard of someone dying from BV before. UTIs, yes, but that's not what you would get. You would get a yeast infection, which won't kill you. It will just be very uncomfortable. Or you're gonna get BV, which is the most likely case. And again,
You have no
BV
ground in this conversation? I don't know about that. It's a medical discussion.
It's a medical discussion, but like... It would be like me being like, I can't properly tell you how it feels to get kicked in the dick, right? I can't. You don't have a vagina. If you've never experienced bacterial vaginosis before, I'm gonna tell you, shut the fuck up. There's no way someone's gonna walk around with BV for an extended period of time, because when I had it, I scratched my vagina raw. I literally was like, I need anything at this point. And they had to stick needles in my vagina to make my vagina numb until the fucking meds kicked in. BV's fucking crazy. Also, yeah, I'm sure people get misdiagnosed with B, but like, you can't. Your discharge is gray.
I'm just saying, there are dudes out there who have to get their fucking foreskin chopped off. I'm sure that there are women that are as dirty.
I'm sure. But like, again, like, your discharge is gray. You smell like a fish store. Because that's where the joke, like, your vagina smells like fish come from. If your pussy smells like fish, you have BV. Go get it checked out. Okay?
Did you ever see, this is the segue, but it came to my mind because of what you said. Did you ever see the, like, truly awful post that a person made one time where they were like, oh yeah, you know, like, my juices smell like sweet, not fishy, and that's how come my son can tell whenever I have sex? It's like one of the most cursed posts that I've read in a minute. All of your runs are cursed today, huh? Yeah, it's partly because we're playing as the normal Peglin, and he just doesn't start with much. We'll take it. Like, once they give you the alternate ones, it's like, why would you not just play with one of the ones that have an ability? No, we haven't seen that, man. I mean, listen. You gotta expose yourself to the worst things on the world. Attacks imply 1 exploitable to enemies or 2 on crit. I'll take it.
Also, to anyone who has a vagina in the chat, if you ever, after your monthly cycle, if you have one, find that your vagina feels like it's filled with fire ants, it's not a yeast infection. Well, it could be. It's not a yeast infection. You might have a hormone disorder. You should probably go get it checked out. As someone with a hormone disorder.
I've got too much music to listen to, sorry. I mean, music can be one of the horrible things that you expose yourself to. Believe me, there's terrible music out there. I was gonna be like the most hipster person on the planet and say, you can tell because a lot of it's pop music, but, I mean, I think that's a tried and true joke at this point. But also, it's really funny when stuff goes from being popular music to being not popular music, and then people go and listen to it and are just like, yo, this is good though, and it's like, do you only like it because it's 15 years later now? Maybe we avoid that. Maybe. We'll see.
Annoyed that.
I'm annoyed that a lot of things, honestly. I could have sworn that was going to do more damage to that guy, but apparently it didn't. This is going to go right in the pit, isn't it? Nope, it didn't. Well, almost. It did kind of just go right into the pit at the end of the day. Jesus fucking Christ, okay.
I have such a good idea for a bit drawing. I just don't know how to do it.
Okay, well, talk us through it.
So you know, like the grabby claw machines.
Yeah, I do know about claw machines.
I was gonna have her like playing at one, but the stuffies inside are like stuffies of like you, Tilfin, Misty.
Yeah, okay.
Etc. Etc.
I don't think that would be that hard. Aside from, you know, doing art.
I'm trying to find a way to make it look good, and that's the problem.
I mean, do you want to do it from inside the machine?
Yeah, I want to make it look like the person's inside looking, so it's like
Looking out.
I know what I gotta do, but I'm trying to. I literally am looking up references of inside of claw machine.
We're gonna die again. We're gonna die.
So jealous.
Just kill me. Just get it over with, man. I will just play as a different Peglin. Because this Peglin fucking sucks ass. Every time I play as the basic ass bitch Peglin, he just kicks me in the balls, so I should just play as anything else. Like, you'd think that just getting additional options would be great, but no, it's actually poison. Poor guy. I mean, listen, when you provide direct upgrades, right? Some days it's just gonna be like that. Kinda don't need more options. Most trinkets are fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, haha.
Yeah. Come on, dudes. Get your ass in gear. I need all of you out here so I can beat the shit out of you. You're Canadian, right? I'm extremely Canadian, yes. Is poutine real? Poutine is not only real, there is a brand up here of fast food chain that you can go to that is Smoke's Poutineery. And they used to have a food truck that would park itself outside of my college, and everybody would get poutine.
Poutine's actually so good, though.
I just don't like gravy. Like, I feel like I wouldn't even necessarily hate the cheese curd. Like I just don't like gravy. I hate gravy, me too. See? I'm not alone in these things. It smells weird. The texture's not right. Yep, the texture in the feel is so gross. I mean, the texture can be weird in general because of the fact that it's, like, different dependent on the type of gravy, too. Because there's multiple different kinds of gravy. It looks like something is pooling inside it because something is pooling inside it, and I don't like it. That is a very good way to put that. I completely agree with this. I don't like my food coated in liquid. I'm with you on this completely. Food is solid. If I wanted liquid, I would drink. Yeah, no, I'm with this. This is the type of argument that I have on stream and then I get harangued for. Like, if I say this and, like, everybody else is currently around, I fucking get strung up. It's why whenever we do, like, a gnocchi thing and we make, like, a cheese sauce, it's, like, thick. Because I prefer it to be a thick sauce. Because then it has weight to it. It's not just water. It's one of the reasons I don't like a lot of sauces. I think that they're not adding anything besides wet. And it's like, oh, they're adding flavor. And it's like, yeah, but it's making my shit wet. Like, it's not making it better for me. Ooh, that's just a buff. Everyone I've ever been with has hated me for this, but I eat my pasta with nothing to accompany it. That's not that unusual. That's actually very Italian. Just plain noodle is not unusual. No oil, sauce, cheese, etc. I can't stand it. I don't blame you for that. I personally would use a little bit of something to, like, add to it, but I get where you're coming from. I definitely am in the same the same vein. Thank you for the Orbalisk. But I also do eat weird things as a result of this. Go with oil if I'm feeling daring, but with other people, make me pasta. It's always add too much to something I can't enjoy it. Yeah, that's how I would feel with a lot of things. Non-Pebble orbs gain for every other orb of the same type owned. Weird, but okay. Consume the void. Desmond, we can't trust you on this because you tell people to eat mold. You're just like, hey, you should eat the black mold. Dad would put so much shredded cheese on pasta. Every pasta he ever tasted horrible. Imagine a thick, goopy bunching of shredded cheese on top on every piece of pasta. That sounds like they're not making it right. Like, as a person that doesn't even eat pasta, that just doesn't sound correct.
You're also not supposed to use shredded cheese if you're trying to make any sort of sauce, because shredded cheese already comes with the coating on top of it that makes the pieces of cheese not stick together.
Yeah.
If you want quote-unquote shredded cheese, you need to get a brick and then grate it yourself.
I'm gonna be honest, I've gotten good at making the cheese sauce, but bad at making it consistently. So, like, I can make it, but, like, I'll see that it's fucking up in the pan as I'm making it, and I'm like, oh shit, and then I'll just immediately, like, fucking do whatever I can to save it, and it will turn out fine, but, you know.
When you make the cheese sauce, do you make a roux first?
Sort of. I just do it badly.
Okay.
I'm not skilled at this yet.
Okay, that's okay. You want to...
No, I understand how to do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just bad at it.
Well, you don't want the roux... Okay, so if you want the roux to be kind of runny because it will thicken up as it gets warm.
Yes,
so
I
if
know.
you think, oh, I haven't added enough flour, you probably have. You just gotta wait.
Usually,
and then you added your...
Usually I add more
Then
flour
you added...
near the end.
No, that's where you're fucking up.
No, that's where I'm saving it.
So, you then, as the roux is thickening up, you want... Yeah, I am a great cook, actually. So after you do the roux, okay, you need to add in your liquid. You do not add in your cheese. You add in your milk.
Yes.
Or your heavy cream. and then you let that thicken up, and you have to constantly be stirring this bitch, and then you add the
Yes.
cheese a little bit at a time.
Yes, I do this. It's just that sometimes it comes out a little too watery or whatever, and I'm like, I don't like this, and then I'll just like dump a bunch of extra flour in because I realized I've like underdone it or I've
if
added
it's
too much cheese.
Adding too much cheese would make it thick, though.
No, because cheese breaks down into fats eventually.
I need to watch you make this because I feel like you're doing it wrong.
It's fine. It works. It turns out
Yes.
it literally turns out almost identical to when we made it. It's just like one extra step of me being like, But also it should be mentioned that I'm like brute forcing this to be made quickly. So that's partly the reason why that it's doing it is because like I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't want to be here for 2 hours. So
I'm not a fan of I mean, if I have to, I will, but using butter to make the roux because you need a fat.
yeah.
And
I
like using bacon fat because it makes the cheese sauce have like a smoky taste to it.
I knew a person that made cookies with bacon fat, and it was like, they're okay. They're fine. Ew. It's like, it's whatever. It really didn't make any difference. Like,
you don't taste bacon. You do not taste the bacon. It just it makes the whatever you're cooking have a smoky flavor to it. That's all. Like I can usually tell when a sauce is made with butter as the fat or bacon fat as the fat.
I'm more of a butter guy.
If I am making a plain mac and cheese and there's not going to be any other things that usually use butter, but if I'm making a mac and cheese or something with a sauce that's going to have some form of meat, I'll use the...
The idea is bizarre on paper now because we have access to a ready supply of all sorts of different kinds of fats and ingredients, but it made more sense like 100 years ago, and that's why a lot of people that are like 65 will still do it. Because they're like, well, it's how my grandma did it. And I know this because a lot of the people that I'm referring to are like fucking ancient newfies. The ones that when you get them going, they start to be like, oh yeah there, bye. You know? How's it going there, bud? Oh yeah, I need if you can, like, could I get some darts off you? You know, like tree would be good. Add spiness for every 3 triggered while the orb is in flight. That seems like that's too difficult. Like maybe I'm misreading that, but that sounds crazy. Like, having to hit 3 in one instance is like, how do you do that? Unless it just means 3 in general. Just enlighten me to the idea that someone's grandparents had their own grandparents, and those grandparents were born like 150 years ago. Yeah. Wait till you sit there and analyze who was alive when X things were going on. Like, if you go back in time and look at, like, famous people, and then consider the famous people that were famous to those people, and you're just like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? We are starting to get to the point where, unfortunately, a lot of these people are dying, which means that they're no longer there to refute certain world events. And so people can just start to make up whatever shit they want. Okay, listen, you slimes, we need to end this. This needs to stop. I will allow that because that's accurate. Black Nazis have to be the most bizarre CIA plant of the modern day. Oh, you mean the woman that scammed Shepard out of like $300? Who then gave him a psychic reading about his energy? Excuse me, what? You know, short form version, Shepard went out on a date with a woman one time because he thought that she was cool, and then, despite being black, she has some very strong opinions about the Ashkenazi Jews. And then, on top of that, she was like, hey, you should come back to my place and I'll give you, like, an energy reading with crystals so we can, like, cleanse you. Can we upgrade it any number of times? You don't say. Two extra bombs. Not bad. Or all orbs have echo. Well, I'll take echo, sure. But yeah, he apparently spent like $300 on like a date with her. And then she was like, yeah, you know, I'm into girls. So she is a, like, black anti-Semite lesbian spiritualist. Just absolutely crazy combination of things. Why does Shepard keep getting himself into these types of situations? Yeah, he was sending me messages the other night. We were just catching Desmond up about the Black Nazi. Don't worry about it. But, hold on. I'm gonna hit you with the new Shepard one. Because it sounds like an It's Always Sunny bit. Okay. Here's the newest Shepard ones. I may have ended up in a crazy girl's bed the other night. I didn't have a condom, so I didn't fuck her. We just did other stuff. But it was awkward, because her dad opened the door and was like, I'm just letting the dog in, and then left immediately afterwards. Like, great man, at least knock. I wish my life was fiction. Also, pretty sure Tall Mike might be gay for me. Dude called me daddy tonight, is insisting that we go to the next swingers function together. And it's like, I just love the fact that it's like random guy named Tall Mike. Can we get Shepard to start a journal and then we can publish it? He would have done crazy numbers in the 20th century. He would have. Not wrong. Are we sure Shepard isn't a main character? Oh, he is. Shepard, like, here's the thing. I was a person who was a main character in high school, right? But then I became an adult human being, and I stopped being the main character. And I was glad to be out of the spotlight, because it meant that bullshit didn't happen to me anymore. Shepard apparently took that spotlight and turned it into whatever the fuck this is. You know? Like, we entered a different phase, and I became a background character, and meanwhile, he's experiencing whatever this bullshit is. Shepard deserves it more? Oh, yeah, for sure, but also, like, not in a good way. Like, it is 100% like an It's Always Sunny bit. Like, like, the fact that I could probably quote a Charlie scene from It's Always Sunny and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference is not good. Big Dick Mike wasn't for you to experience. I don't want to experience Tall Mike. He sounds uncomfortable to be around, I'm gonna be honest with you. From everything I've heard. But also, like, this does tie back to a couple of days ago where Shepard did pop in the stream very briefly and elaborate to us that he did somehow end up at a swingers party. I'm gonna be real with you. Simply would not attend one that is anywhere within my postal code. Like, if you are in anywhere around here, I'm not interested in you being around here. I don't want to be at that. Oh, I was really hoping that that would bounce over there and get that. I don't know why I was. Okay, hold on. There we go. Maybe Shepard should go to the swingers thing with Tall Mike. I don't think that's a good decision. Probably for Tall Mike, to be honest. Shepard is gonna bang a trans girl one of these days, and I'm gonna be incredibly excited and scared at the same time. It's gonna happen, and he's gonna, like, show up in chat and just be like, man, you know, they always said some dicks can't be unsucked. Shepard has had more gay men into him than I've ever had into me, just saying, you know? True. Very true. The guy's an event, what can I say? Ooh. We have cursed items now? Mini-bossification. Start the next act by fighting a mini-boss from the act with no rewards after it. Why? Summon the Pain Bow. The Pain Bow slime will pursue you throughout the next act. The Musircle of Life. Next act, enemies will gain 1 Musircle every time you fire. What the fuck have I encountered? What is this anti-trinket? Contemplating the pros and cons of trying to switch my shift to 8 to 5 since we're redoing schedules. Cons being fucking early. Pros being can do games any evening. That is nice, but honestly, like, having the time off is also always nice. Oh, hey, he's here. That's so much HP. What in the actual fuck? Like, is it just going to be here absorbing, like, the first couple rounds of every fight from now on? I'm so confused. I feel like I should not have taken this horrible creature. Truly, it is a curse upon mankind. On the one hand, curse against mankind. On the other hand, we're doing not terribly. All things to be considered. Well, that just was a bad shot. I made the timing error. Still did 20-something damage and a debuff, though. I can't complain. Wow, it went right out, huh? Just completely. Sure, man, whatever you say. Oh, Jesus Christ. I forgot that everything's gonna get really bouncy. Oh wow, we really can just upgrade this singular ball 1,000,000 times, huh? I wonder if we can just make this one ball so powerful that it can kill God. You know? You know, kind of looking like it. Oh, it has less HP. Fascinating. Oh, you moved up right away. You and I do not like each other. How dare you teleport away? This is a hostile work environment that I'm in. Okay, come on. One of these days I have to pick a day to do not just playing roguelike games. One of these days. One of these days I'll play the game where the big spider tries to kill you while you take photographs of it. Or the other game, where it's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but it's Silent Hill, but it's Killer 7. Or the other game, where you're wandering around lost inside of a nightmare scape, because you might be mentally ill. But maybe it's real. Maybe it's all a conspiracy theory. That's every day of my life, etc. True. When you exist with mental illness. That's just accurate. Still fighting the Rainbow Fucker? I mean, it's less fighting and more they exist. They're currently occupying every realm in which I fight. So for everything we do, they come back. This is our life now. Jesus Christ, this is unpredictable. Honestly, the ball setup that we have, not the best, but it's doing work. Of that I can't deny. Like, when it triggers, it fucking triggers. This is gonna be tricky, though. Because we gotta somehow hit the respawn, and it's gonna take a minute. Oh, you bitch. Gonna lose my shit. At this point, we're more likely to kill it by debuffs. Damn it. Damn it, how did it fly through that perfectly? Can we address that? Edging? True. But sometimes that's what you gotta do, you know? You gotta edge them. Just a little bit. Evil? I guess. I wouldn't purport it to be that evil. I feel like that's just not upgrading anymore. Like, I feel like it's up to level 7, but it's not actually increasing. It just temporarily seems to. Orbs are smaller than the standard orb size activate each additional time. Smaller than the... I mean, we did have the snowball, which was unusually small. But I don't know many that are significantly margins smaller. I mean... Increase hit enemies debuff by 1. I'm gonna take it just because we're already applying debuffs. Like, by our very nature, we are applying debuffs. So I am quite curious about this. Oh, it's this fucker. Okay, well... This is gonna be annoying. What do you mean that you captured it in place and made it stay even longer? Are you shitting me? Dude, this is gonna hit the big guy. Like, come on, really? I mean, if you keep building damage like this, though, maybe we could actually kill it.
I'll sleep.
You did fall asleep. I'd figured as much, honestly.
It's been a stressful week.
Go to bed.
Haven't drawn at all this week.
Well, your options are to force yourself to stay awake and draw, or to relax and go to sleep and rest and try and draw this weekend, which is fast approaching us. Personally, I appreciate the company, but also I acknowledge that you have a stressful life and, you know, things are going on and aren't necessarily always the most enjoyable.
Life is not that stressful. Hi, Beans.
I don't know, stress is different for everybody, man.
Hi, Beans.
I yearn to see whatever the new secret, not secret, but like the new weird stuff that's getting added to this is. And I have a feeling that I'm going to die before that is ever able to be achieved. But at the same time, I don't want to have to turn the difficulty down. Because that just is like, come on, man.
Nothing's more depressing than turning the difficulty down.
Kind of. Okay, this ball is crazy on the damage, admittedly. Like, it alone is kind of doing all the heavy lifting right now. Like, look at that damage. That's nuts. This orb is affected by musical finesse balance times 2. Okay. I'm intrigued. You have my attention. I'm actually going to go for HP, though. I am starting to hurt. Are you shitting me that you bounced directly out of there and straight into the exact opposite one that I wanted to? I will come in there and I will strangle your fucking green neck. Petulant little creature. That's what you get for trying to trust anything that's underneath 3 feet tall. I hate their shields so much, because, like, what do you mean if I do over 80 damage, it doesn't just also hurt them? Like, why even, man? Come on. Unrelated, but we found out one of our friends didn't wash the clothes they bought at the thrift store.
Gross.
Yeah, it's not great.
That's how you get bed bugs.
Okay, we need to not be targeting this thing. I could never do that just simply because the idea of, like, my clothing having touched another human being makes me so viscerally uncomfortable. like, dramatically uncomfortable. Like, whenever I go and try on clothing at a store, I feel fucking disgusting. Like, if I go to the store and it's like, I need to try on a pair of pants to make sure the pants fit, I feel exhausted afterwards, because the idea that somebody else's body has touched this is mentally just horrific to me. It's one of the most egregious sensations that I have to willfully subject myself to exist in society. They got mad when we told them that if they washed utensils after buying them. Wait, so like they wash the utensils but they don't wash clothing? Because that seems backwards. We're gonna lose again. We're gonna lose before we get to go anywhere and see anything, and I'm just gonna end up quitting playing because my brain is just like, hey, if you're losing this much, maybe there's no value in actually playing. Maybe you should just simply stop and do something else. Because persistence is the enemy of progress, in my mind, currently. Even though that's not inherently true. Persistence actually will usually lead to progress, and you should continue to, persevere through things in order to actually achieve any small increment of success. But currently my brain is like, yeah, there's no reason to do that. Simply die. They should wash their clothing if they're washing the utensils. The fact that they got mad about this is indicative of larger scale issues in their lines of thought, I think. You should wash anything that you get secondhand. Even if somebody says, I washed it, you wash it again. Don't trust them. Because even if it's true, washing it again doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt anybody in the long run. Just do it. I don't get it. Doesn't make sense to me. Ooh. I like overflow. Ooh, weird. It's also the friend that thought dinosaurs weren't real and were made because of Jurassic Park. Okay, that's a new one. I've not heard of this before. I have heard that dinosaurs aren't real and they were put there by God to test your faith. I have heard that dinosaurs are not real and the Jews buried them to convince you otherwise of God's plan to ensure that you are damned. I have never heard dinosaurs are not real and were in fact made for Michael Crichton's fucking dinosaur theme park book / movie. What the fuck? What is going on with these people? Hearing about some real characters lately, let me tell you. Ouch. I just like this environment that I found myself in. I thought I wasn't going to be fighting a mini-boss, but this sure fucking feels like I'm fighting a mini-boss. It was very funny after we asked them where they thought oil came from. Well, I mean, oil can be from plant matter as well. It's not just dinosaurs, but at the same time, like, yes. Like, where did they think the skeletons are coming from? Why did they think they're in museums? Like, I have so many follow-up questions to this. Dude, are we going to make it out of this? Jesus Christ. Literally the only thing that might have saved us there. Hey, Hora. How's it going? We're just continuing goblin shenanigans. And slowly having a mental breakdown, but you know. Just cut the Gnaio. What can you do? You're doing great. Or you're doing good, rather. I guess that's good to hear. At the end of the day, that's all we can ask for. Power radiates from it. Power that tend to your extensive wounds. Are you willing to pay its terrible price? Lose a bunch of HP, but heal all HP. Sure. Fuck it. Why not? Do me dirty like that. I don't care. I care a lot. I seek the quiet death of all. God, I just realized 7,000 is crazy damage. We're gonna be here for a minute. Well, you know what? I say that, but it looks like we are gonna do a big number. So maybe not as long as we think. Yeah, because he is gonna eat them. I do wonder if he's gonna eat the slime. Now that I think about it, I do wonder if he's gonna eat the slime. I kinda hope he eats the slime. Oh, he's so close to munching that dude. Come on, man. You know you want to munch that guy. Okay, come on. We gotta make some progress here. Dude, we're gonna do so much damage. And it's just gonna go straight into a slime, man. A slime I was kind of hoping would get eaten, but at this point, if we just annihilate it, that's gonna be funny in and of itself. Get bored, idiot. I'm so curious what happens if we either kill this slime or it gets eaten. Sure. Just go in whatever direction you want. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Consequences? What are those? Now becomes the question of, are we going to kill it or is it going to eat it? And it's looking like we might kill it. Nope, never mind. That orb is really good, but... Oh, it just bypasses him! Oh my god, I did not anticipate this. Uh-oh. That's bad for a couple of reasons. We might just get eaten, actually. That might be our fate at the end of this. If we could use the thing that freezes it in place, that'd be fucking sick, honestly, but part of me is like, I don't think that's going to happen now. And our ability to hit a reload is apparently so incredibly terrible. There we go. Jesus Christ. Oh! Oh! That's what happens when you kill it. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, hi. Welcome back from being asleep again.
No, I had to go to the potty. My tummy's not feeling very good.
Potties are also acceptable as a means of break.
I don't know what's going on.
You're not feeling well. It happens.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
Well, I'm nervous because this is kind of how I felt when I had the kidney stone.
I mean, it's entirely possible you might have another kidney stone.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Is this stream real? Define real. We're gonna get vored, and I'm pretty upset about it, to be honest.
What are you playing?
Peglin? This big
still?
this big wall eats you. Yeah, I'm not having a good night with it, to be honest.
A good night, like, out of luck, or, like, you're not enjoying the game?
Kind of column A, kind of column B. But I think the enjoying things is, like, out the window for the next little while. I think it's just gonna be existing. Subsistence. Dude, if we could have just hit, like, a crit, man, we could fucking knock this guy out of the weeds right now. Waiting to get a kidney stone removed?
Wait, what?
One time my dad was waiting to get a kidney stone removed at a public hospital. Went to the bathroom and shat it out. Walked home scot-free. I mean...
You don't shit it out, you pee it out.
I know what they mean.
Yeah.
But it is very funny, the idea of just being like... But what if?
Because I have narrow ureters, anytime I have a kidney stone, I essentially have to go in and get it removed.
Yep, we're vored. Yeah, I think that's just going to be end of this for tonight. We're not going to be getting to that new ending area for some time. We're probably going to just have to drop the difficulty down from the 10. It seems 10's where I just top out at these sorts of things, because, like, that's where I topped out at fucking Slay the Spire also. But also, like, I'm just not... My heart's not in it. What can I say?